Ethanol has proven itself as an affordable, environmentally friendly, and readily available biofuel to help nations meet their Paris Agreement commitments or nationally determined carbon emission reduction goals. First-generation ethanol is made from crops such as sugarcane, corn, sorghum, and wheat. And while these will continue to be the primary feedstocks for the foreseeable future, policy is already in place in several countries to incorporate ethanol from non-traditional sources. Cellulosic ethanol can be produced from feedstocks such as grasses, corn cobs and corn stalks, woody biomass, or crushed sugarcane stalks, also known as bagasse. These biomass feedstocks would typically be burned or discarded if they weren't used for cellulosic ethanol. Overall, cellulosic ethanol has greater greenhouse gas reductions compared to first-generation ethanol. These reductions have increased the attractiveness of using cellulosic ethanol worldwide.
Once you create ethanol, it doesn't matter what the feedstock is, the molecules are identical. Sugarcane ethanol molecule looks just like corn ethanol molecule, as cassava or even cellulosic. All the rage right now is second generation. Let me tell you something, there's no difference in the molecule that comes out of the process.
The last decade has seen a dramatic increase in the research and development of cellulosic ethanol technologies, driven in large part by biofuel policy. In the United States, cellulosic biofuel is treated as a separate category in the Renewable Fuel Standard, or RFS, the policy mandating ethanol use in the U.S. The RFS includes grants and tax credits available specifically for cellulosic biofuel projects. In 2017, there were 7 commercial-scale cellulosic ethanol plants with a combined capacity of more than 480 million liters. However, several plants have since ceased operation as companies find a commercially viable pathway to market. Globally, there is currently about 480 million liters of cellulosic ethanol capacity, compared to the 100 billion liters of first-generation ethanol produced and consumed in the same year. Cellulosic ethanol has been produced successfully with a variety of feedstocks on a small scale. However, ramping up to commercial scale has been a challenge in terms of technology, logistics, and policy. Pre-treatment of the feedstock requires enzymes to break down the cellulose. While enzyme technology has evolved rapidly, it is an additional cost and can be problematic if feedstocks vary. The physical characteristics of the biomass present other challenges. Biomass-based ethanol requires huge volumes of feedstock, which must be sourced, gathered, consolidated, transported, and stored. Once at the production facility, biomass can clog up the system during processing and can contain soil, stones, and foreign matter that can damage equipment and reduce overall efficiency. The uncertainty of policies surrounding cellulosic ethanol use has made some investors wary. While some of these issues have been resolved with advancements in technology and more experience, the uncertainty of the policy environment has slowed growth in this sector. Despite these challenges, considerable investments are being made, primarily by first-generation ethanol producers in the United States looking to add value to their businesses. Cellulosic facilities that are located next to first-generation facilities make use of existing infrastructure, reducing overall production costs. Cellulosic ethanol may certainly be considered as countries develop biofuels policy. However, first-generation ethanol solutions are here now and may be used as a stepping stone rather than overstepped in looking towards cellulosic ethanol production.
By far and away, the silver bullet is cellulosic. But cellulosic is so expensive to produce that unless GHG reduction is the real driver, it doesn't make a lot of economic sense to pay so much more for ethanol than a first-generation corn ethanol solution, that the only advantage being the greenhouse gas, it's not enough, I don't believe, to take us across the finish line.